Greetings and salutations everyone, I'm Echo Mac. This is Let's Play Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. As you can see from our slight lack of EP, last episode we got into a boss fight that took the entire episode, but rather than being just fighting the boss over and over, it was actually, I fought the boss and then I went off and leveled up a little bit. I grabbed different orbments, I stuck things on people, I came back, and I actually won. And I think that's actually my favourite boss fight in the game so far. Go figure. The non-plot related boss fight is the one that stood out the most to me, but rather than being a very long and painful slog, it was over fast. So I would just keep trying different ways to fight it until I found one that worked. I prefer that to the 3-hour slog. It's kind of like a Final Fantasy Savage Raiding. Yeah, the fights are brutal, but at least it's not a long slog of, well, you failed. They are over quickly. Unfortunately, I haven't done any Final Fantasy Savage Raiding in ages because, well, I'm too busy keeping up with this. Anyhow, I actually don't know whether we've gotten all the chests on this route. $34? $14 chests. 8 chests makes 22. We should be at 28, and this... So we're too short. Darn. Unless this game has a bad case of, well... shoot. Oh, shoot. Not exactly sure what I thought was going to happen there.
I'm sorry.
I beg your pardon. I think that was an insta-kill?
Oh, are we done already?
Estelle's dead. I don't know why you're looking so pleased with yourself. Alright, backing up a little bit. We have the hard loafers. I'll have you know if you could take multiple items from the same chest, the economy would collapse. We know what that chest is about. Yeah, I think... Well, for a start, I think we should set our defense quartz back to being EP cut quartz, because clearly we need it. But yeah, I could hang around here. I think we should go to the village so we can heal up. Oh wait, it's not the village. Okay, that would be why we're still a few chests short. 34 or 516. This game. Okay, they'll be on that beach over there. Okay, I said the other episode that it looked like there weren't any new enemies, and clearly I didn't see those weird squid things. And I had forgotten about the weird crab things. But yeah, I want to get to Manoria village so I can heal. So yeah, how's things been for you? A priest passed by a bit ago. At least I think he was a priest. He had the weirdest clothes. I wonder if he's the new traveling priest. Did he have green hair? Oh, travelers, welcome to Manoria. The orphanage has been rebuilt. People have returned to their normal lives. Now we just have to wait for our next mayor to be elected. Make sure to go to the voting site on voting day. Election Management Committee. Rick? The good sir being arrested must be some kind of mistake. What happened while I was away? We are running a little low on cash, though. See that guest at the table over there? That guy says he's the Dalmore family butler. Or was, I guess. Huh? Really? I don't know if it's true or not, that's just what he's been saying. Well, it would make sense, but unfortunately it is true, mate. Oh, we're running out of mirror a lot. And then I spend some of it and we aren't running out anymore. The thing is, I really like hanging on to my Sepeth because you never know when you're going to have something stupid expensive in the terms of you never know when you're going to get something stupid expensive in terms of making quartz. Learn Garden of Sedon recipe. Got a minute? Oh, what a surprise! Do you remember me? I asked you to do a job for me for a while ago. Oh, an acquaintance? Yeah, he's a merchant. Kinda. It really has been a while, huh? Yes, last we met was before the birthday celebrations, I believe. If you don't mind, I'd like to get things underway immediately. Do you have the time right now? Sure, no problem. So what kind of a job is it? Alright, listen carefully. I'm currently putting together a list of ingredients obtainable across the entire Ruan region. Problem is there's been lots of dangerous monsters out there lately and I haven't been able to go investigating on my own. That's where you braces come in. I'd like you to assist me. Isn't your niece still waiting for you to get back to her? Sounds easy enough. What do you want us to do specifically? First, take a look at this tentative ingredient list I've put together. Savory pinion, leathery tail, gummy eyeball, monster carapace, beast flesh, prickly seed, fish fillet, clear gelatin. I think I have all that. Alright, I've written it down, but is this the list you were talking about? Yes, though it's incomplete. I want you to find ingredients for monsters that aren't on this list, and bring them to me. Did you get that? Ingredients that are not on the list. Make sure you don't get that wrong. Oh dear. If you find ingredients that aren't on it, come here to report. Of course, you're also welcome to get a bunch together and report before you're completely done. However, I will need one of the ingredients as sample, so do be careful not to eat too much. Get ingredients not on the list. Come here to report then. How many types do you want? Of the ones not on this list, I mean. Can't be sure how many is out there, but I'd be happy if you found 5 or 6 new ingredients. If you can find even half of that, I'd be willing to pay you for your time. Is there anything else you'd like to ask? No, I think we've got it. We'll look around and see what we can find. Yes, please do, and no need to rush, it's not an urgent job. Still, I can't wait to see what you report. That's a rather unique type of quest, I'll say. Anyway, oh, this just goes out onto the balcony. I guess I guess the more things you bring back, the better your rank is, which means we're going to have to wait till the last minute for as many different monsters as we can get. Seems like the orphanage kids are doing well. All that rebuilding was definitely worth it. Oh. Oh yeah, this lovely scene. This is... Estelle, what's wrong? Joshua and I had lunch here a while back, you see. It just came back to me is all. I see. Hey, don't be like that. It's not like it's a memory of some great tragedy or anything. I was just a kid who really didn't understand her own feelings. I totally forced Joshua to let me feed him, not even caring if anyone saw. He must have been really sick of me even then. Introspection? Very unlike you, Estelle. However, I like it. Do you need a moment? We can spare the time. No, I can't stop now. Can't let myself stop now. Besides, we need to head over to the orphanage. I want to see Matron Teresa and ask about this white shadow. Well then. Sunday school in session. Ah, I bet that's an excuse for why only Matron Teresa is going to be there. Oh, and also we need to go get those 2 treasure chests. I think it'll be alright for us to keep spending... I think it'll be alright for us to keep spending our sepith, as long as we always go for the most used one. Dark Matter, single attack. I'm confused because I swear I saw this become a massive AoE at some point. Maybe it was used on a Nautilus, so it just looked more... It looked larger than it was. So fire, earth... Okay, fire and earth. And then I guess Soul Blur on you in hopes of getting a knockout. I don't like... So one thing that keeps getting at me when I'm doing this, the insta-kill status effect is actually called KO, and the unconscious status effect is called Faint. But because of Pokemon, I always think of it as the other way around. It's very annoying. Because I'm basically having to undo my Pokemon. I'm having to undo all of the years of Pokemon. Intro Moo Moo. A soft-bodied forest monster, this car discharges noxious thought to stun its prey. Wonderful. Riverbug, huh? Maybe that's part of the ingredients list. They're weak to wind, which means Ariel is gonna have a really fun time.
We're good to go!
I think we've actually earned enough to unlock at least one of Shirazade's slots. Found Reviving Balm. This chest is holding a beauty pageant with all its other treasure chest friends. A beauty on the outside can't say how empty it is on the inside. Oh, that one was clever. I like that one. It leads you in with a fun story but then hits you with the guilt trip of looting the chest. purging balm. You nearly tear the top of the chest off its hinges in your excitement to open it. Your face falls as you realize there's nothing inside. So the story behind all of these dialogue trees is that due to how they were programmed, the localization team had to rewrite for every single chest in the game. And as we've established, there's going a lot of them across the trilogy, but then they realized they decided to start having fun with the chest rechecking dialogue. Which led to, as long as this was possible, they would continue to add these fun little stories, sort of as an in-joke. Sadly, they eventually had to stop because they stopped letting you recheck chests in a certain game, but North Mercia Orphanage, it was fun while it lasted. Actually, if you ever want to hear about the sort of torment that localizers go through, look up the team that worked on Trails in the Sky because, ouch. Holy. Mercia Orphanage. Hey, the bricks are nice and shiny and white now. Wasn't there a nasty fire here? Looking at this, you'd barely know there'd been so much as a campfire lately. I think they built the building the same way, just a newer. Thank the goddess, this is so wonderful. Estelle? Matron Teresa! Yes, I thought it was you. Welcome back, I'm glad to see you. And I'm sorry I don't believe we've met. We haven't, my apologies. I'm Sherazad Harvey, Estelle's bracer mentor. I have, however, heard a great deal about you from a certain someone, Matron Teresa. You're a loving mother figure to every child here, and apparently your tea is first rate. Oh my, I'm flattered. Well, congratulations on getting the orphanage rebuilt. I'm amazed it looks pretty much exactly how it used to be, too. I know it sounds silly to ask them to build it the same way, but everyone was kind enough to humour me. I can't imagine this orphanage looking any other way, it just wouldn't be the same. Yeah, I think you're right. So, are the kids inside? No, they're actually out in Manoria for class. The travelling priest comes by once a week and holds Sunday school for us, you see. Oh, okay. That's a bit of a problem, though. You see, we actually want to ask the kids about something on top of just saying hello. Oh? Would this have to do with the white man Polly saw? Polly was the one that spotted the silver-haired man back in first chapter. I remember. Probably yes. I see, so it was Polly who saw the person thing. I always did peg her as a sharp one. Well, come inside. You can wait here until they return. I do have some tea on the kettle and a few snacks too. Thanks. I don't know, it sort of makes me feel, wait, you're not going to challenge us to a duel to the death as well, are you? Because it feels like just about everyone wants to fight us, sometimes more than once. Estelle, what's wrong? Matron Teresa, you're not going to ask about Joshua, are you? Chloe already told me everything. She worries easily and she needed to unburden her soul onto someone when she found out. Estelle, you've been through so much. Come on. If you say things like that, I can't hold it in. Oh, Estelle. You don't need to hold it in. You shouldn't. I'm all too familiar with how it feels to lose someone important. Now, don't say anything. I may not be able to be a mother for you, but at the very least, I can hold you for a little while. Matron Teresa is such a good person and the mayor tried to drive her out of Rouen. I don't care how they're going to try and explain it as well as the mayor being actually under the influence of Ouroboros. And maybe that's also because I didn't like the boss fight associated with him. Well, that was embarrassing. Here I was wanting to show up and show you how I'm a big, tough bracer woman now. That's right, you are a senior bracer now, aren't you? Congratulations, Estelle. Well, I'm still kinda green, to be honest. Speaking of my little crying jag, though. Teresa, you mentioned that Chloe was worried about us? Yes, about you and Joshua specifically. She saw her precious friends suffering and felt powerless to do anything for them. She struggled with it. She desperately wants to help you. She could join my party again. We need more party members desperately. Precious friends? I feel kind of awful she's been tearing herself up so much over it, but I'm glad she cares. I really need to go see her soon. I believe the Genis campus is closed to visitors right now due to the end-of-term examinations. Those should be over soon though, and you can see her then. Wait, she's here? I thought when she said the thing... I thought she said that she was going to stop running away and take up more responsibility for herself again. I guess she still has to go to school though. Sounds like a plan. Also, you know, the kids are a little bit late, aren't they? I don't remember Sunday school taking this long. They may be playing in the village after class. Oh dear. The fact that they brought this up means that something horrible has happened. The new travelling priest who's coming by does seem like he's fond of the children. The new travelling priest, huh? Wait, why does that sound familiar? Let's head to Manoria to see if they're alright then. We'll bring them home if we need to. Good idea. Are you sure? I wouldn't want to trouble you. No problem. Think of it as thanks for the great tea and snacks. You also owe her for that hug back there. Hey! Thank you so much. I'll be waiting here for your return. Yeah, this place looks about in the same condition as it used to be. Honestly, I am such a pack rat that gets attached to his stuff that the idea of a fire destroying everything I own is actually horrendous to me. I have so much junk, but not just I have books, I have video games, I have soft toys. The idea of losing all that in a fire is actually heart-wrenching to me. I can't imagine how it would feel for Teresa here. Sunday school over at Manoria Village should be finished soon. I'm sorry, could you bring back the children? So much for the cutscene, am I right? I see the option to talk to the chickens, but you can't actually talk to chickens, they just squawk at you. My, she's a wonderful person. Something about her reminds me of Lena. Quite a few things, actually. You thought so too, Shara? She reminds me a bit of Mum too, but more than anyone else, she reminds me of the Queen. I don't know, it just warms your heart, I guess. It's the compassionate heart of a mature woman, really. Something apparently Shirazad doesn't have. I feel a bit inadequate on that score in comparison. Oh, now I feel a bit bad for making that joke. Hey, you do a pretty good job at it too, Shira. I mean, if you want to be better at it, maybe cutting back on the booze a bit would help. Right for the juggler there, Estelle. Anyway, let's get to Manoria and collect the kids, There's definitely some differences in dialogue in the main cutscenes I'm feeling, because there's some things that I don't think it's that they're just changing the response based on who you have with you at the moment. I think there are actually proper dialogue differences. But I don't see them outside of the main story. I think for things like side questing, it's pretty basic. Now this is going to be fun. It's going to be Ariel on his 7th turn. The downside is that one guy really resists wind. Do we really need Dark Banner? Not really. Oh wow, they are actually very long range. I didn't realize. Wow, yeah, the earth attacks are very much necessary.
Seems you came up short.
So much stuff. Okay, we have 36 chests, so we're all wrapped up here. Ah, Manoria. Feels like a dog's age since I was here last. Oh, it actually popped up with Manoria Village in the top right. Even though it's a cutscene. Come to think of it, I don't really get out to Rouen in general all that much. You don't? Huh. I always figured you and Dad went all over the place, not just Roland. I mostly keep to Roland, to be honest. I go out to Bose and Gransel often enough, mind, but that's about it. The only ones I can think of with absolutely no roots would be your father as a bracer. And Agate. Oh yeah, Agate does kind of strike me as a wanderer. I don't think I've ever seen him in Roland, though. Or have I? I think he tends to avoid Roland since, well, Cassius lives there. He has some issues with Cassius that make it a bit hard for them to work together. Well, those issues are either going to be greatly reduced now that Cassius isn't a bracer anymore, or going to be incredibly increased because Cassius now runs the military. Issues, huh? I think I get it. Wonder how Agate and Analyst are doing, come to think. They just started investigating too. I doubt they're all that far ahead of us. Alright, the children should be in Sunday school around here somewhere. Let's poke around a bit and figure out where that would be, Right. Let's end the episode now so we don't get into a boss fight with a wandering priest or something. I mean, you'd think that I'm being paranoid, but you wouldn't think that we'd get into a fight with the guys in the warehouse considering that we'd already fought them twice before. Anyway, until next time guys, take care, I'll see you all around.